Greetings, students. It's time for another Keywords and Concepts video. This time we're looking through our Crime and Deviance and Social Control chapter. That's chapter 7. So first set of keywords here, we're going to open with the word deviance, right? It's in the name of the chapter title. This is a violation of established, that's important, contextual, cultural, or social norms. Now, these can be folkways. Remember, if you violate a folkway, you're just considered rude. If you violate a moray, you're probably going to jail. So that can be folkways or mores, or it can be codified laws, right? So if you murder somebody, you're probably going to go to prison because it's against the law to murder somebody. It's a bad idea. So that's deviance. And then we break that down into two different kinds of deviance, right? So we have primary deviance. Now, this is a violation of norms that does not result in any long-term effects on the individual's self-image or interactions with others. What on earth does this mean? So let's say you are a person who got a speeding ticket, okay? You don't think of yourself as a deviant for getting a speeding ticket, right? It doesn't affect your self-esteem. You just kind of go, oh, crud, I got caught. Maybe I should slow down in the future. It's not going to affect how you view yourself, right? It's just a speeding ticket. Whereas secondary deviance, that occurs when a person's self-concept and behavior begins to change because they have been labeled deviant, right? So these are people who have really internalized the fact that society has told them that they are a criminal or they are a deviant. And that shows through in their self-esteem and their self-concept. So they believe they're a criminal, so they're probably going to act like a criminal, right? So those are the two different kinds of deviance there, just pretty much whether you internalize it or not. We also have social control here. I told you this was going to be coming back. This is the regulation and enforcement of norms by a variety of humans. We'll go over more of that in a minute here. And then we also have a formal definition of crime here, which is important that it is a different word than deviance, right? Somebody can be deviant and not necessarily do something illegal, right? So people can cut in line at the grocery store. Deviant, yes. Illegal, no. Whereas a crime is behavior that violates official law and is punishable through formal sanctions, right? So again, that would be prison time, that would be community service, a fine, whatever the formal sanction is, right? We said we were going to bring back control and sanctions more in the future. Hi, it's the future. So moving to our next little slide here, speaking of sanctions, we have this delightful little chart here about positive and negative sanctions that are both formal and informal. So we have an informal positive sanction. That's thanking somebody. That's, me putting a sticker on your exam or something. That's informal, right? That's nothing required. It's not written down anywhere, anything like that. Whereas a positive formal sanction would be something like a promotion at work, or for college students, me giving you an A on something, right? That's a formal positive sanction. I'm saying, yes, I approve of this work, and I approve of this work in such a way that I'm going to formally give you a good grade. Okay? Then we have the negative sanctions. So a negative informal sanction would be an angry comment, right? That's you getting yelled at if you cut in line. That's somebody flipping you off if you cut them off in traffic, right? That's an informal negative sanction. Whereas when we have a formal negative sanction, that's something that's probably instituted and written down somewhere. So that's a parking fine, a speeding ticket, that kind of thing, where there's actually a formal thing that happens. In student land, this would be an F, right? A formal negative sanction would be me failing you in the class. Okay, so that's our helpful little chart about sanctions, and I'll be back in the next video to go over our next set of keywords.